Good morning, everyone. This is Joe Mesker coming to you from our Wednesday morning Truckee Meadows Networking Group. Our speaker today is Miss Kimberly Williams from Fruscion Accounting, and she's going to tell us all about accounting. Kimberly, take it away.
Thank you. Good morning, or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. As Joe said, my name is Kimberly Williams, and we have a small local full-service accounting firm here in Reno, and we also have an office up in Incline Village. A little bit about me. I started my firm in 2012 after working with my dad for a while in his tax practice before he retired. And when he retired, I went out on my own with the offices that I've mentioned. So what do we do at Fruscion Accounting? And so Fruscion Accounting, being a small full-service accounting firm, we focus on the entire client. We focus on your goals. We work with anything from preparing your tax return, creating succession plans, creating budgets. So we look at everything that you need to do. And first and foremost, in everything we do, we like to work as being the unbiased, trusted advisor. So what we do is we unpack complicated financial concepts down into words that we as laymen can all understand. And we realize that money is stressful. Finances are stressful. And taxes, well, nobody wants to deal with taxes. So that's what we do. So for our business clients, we look at keeping your paperwork straight, making sure your payroll's on time, making sure your business licenses are renewed when they have to. And we focus on why you went into business in the first place. So from an administrative and accounting and a planning standpoint, we are there to be that foundation so that you can focus on what you went into business to do in the first place and not have to worry about your paperwork, because paperwork is what gets into everybody's way and stresses everyone out. So for our individual clients, what we look at is we look at short and long range planning. We look at great life events. Do you want to send your child to college? Are you planning to foot the bill for that wedding? If so, Joe Metzger is a great DJ. And if not, then are you planning for the next chapter in your life? Are you looking to move from doing what you do now into what a lot of people call retirement, what I call the next chapter of your life? Where do you want to focus your energies at that point in time? So we take all of this information together and we figure out what is the best plan to use your money in accomplishing that. Because money is just a tool. Ayn Rand, who's an American author, said money is a tool. And you are the driver, but it will take you wherever you wish. So you are the driver of the use of your own tools. As many of us in our businesses get better skilled at doing what we do, money is one of those things we use to make our skills better. So I've totally gone off script here. Sorry about that, guys.
And we can edit this part, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
So really what we focus on, like I said, was looking at the whole package, looking at what we can do to give you a foundation to ensure that you are meeting whatever financial goals you want to meet. And we do that in conjunction with working with your bankers, your lawyers, your financial planners. We don't manage anyone's money. We just ensure that you have the best tools to make those decisions with those folks that you work with. So we like to help coordinate from that perspective. So that's one of the big reasons to work with a CPA. Other reasons to work with a CPA is an individual who has the education, the training to help you through these things. These are the things that we are trained in. A lot of times you have a friend do your taxes, or you work with somebody who isn't employed by anyone else. It's a friend, or they do your taxes, or you've gone to Maria for years and years, and she says, well, you have to sign your own tax return, but you still owe me $500. Well, that is one of the things that gives our profession a bad name. An individual who will do your taxes, but make you sign your taxes as a preparer, but you've paid them, is not really following the regulations. And if they're not going to follow the regulations from that standpoint, how much do they know about actually doing your taxes? Now, this year alone, in 2020 and 2021, we have had more than 4 tax laws or laws signed into, bills signed into law, and all of those have a tax component, whether it's a credit for businesses like the PPP loans, the EIDL loans, the employee retention credit, or for individuals, which talk about the recovery rebates and the increased child credits, which really is very helpful. But there's different things that go on with all of that. And so trying to keep track of all of those things, and you're having a friend or you're doing your own taxes, this year especially, it can be extremely hard. We are coming up at the end of the year, and so end of the year items are really important, say for businesses if you have to buy that new vehicle or you need to buy something for the business. Now we can work with Tonya over at US Bank and she can help you with loans. You also can look at whether or not you actually need it. So we do year-end planning, looking at what we need to do to ensure that this year we can minimize your taxes, maximize your cash flow, and go from there and make next year the best year you can make. Again, my name's Kimberly Williams. I'm with Fruscian Accounting. I'm really bad at public speaking, but you can reach us at fruscianaccounting.com or give us a call at 775-298-2505. Thank you.
Awesome.
Not at all. And it's probably like 3.5 minutes long.
No, it was good. Questions, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
Sorry, I forgot to ask for questions.
You said taxes were going to be boring. It wasn't at all.
Oh, this year they're not boring at all. No.
We're still filming, by the way.
Oh, okay. No, taxes this year are just going to be crazy. We've got another bill that's still, which I forgot to talk about, but we've got another bill that's just moved to the Senate, the Build Back Better Act, and that's got a lot of provisions of changing things like 1031 exchanges, capital gains, corporate tax rates, depending on where you fall in the income schedule.
Why don't we stop for just a second, because there was a big thing in there that I'm going to cut out anyway.
Okay.
So what was the name of the act?
The Build Back Better Act.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
Yes.
Do you deal with any crypto-related taxes?
We have not from a business perspective. I do have some clients who have crypto personally. And actually the last act that just passed, which was the American, I can't remember the name of it, ARP. So it's not the AARP, it's just ARP. That has actually a provision in it where Congress is going to be putting in more regulations in regards to cryptocurrency. But cryptocurrency right now from an IRS perspective is focusing primarily on the change in value. So they're looking at it like an asset. So basically say if you bought IBM stock and then you told your broker guy to sell it and buy Chevron, you've just made a taxable event there. So if you're moving cryptocurrency, say from Bitcoin to Ripple, you've got a taxable event. So we don't go big into it. I'm actually attending something tonight to learn more about it because it's up and coming and it's going to be big.
Cool. I got a question. I've heard of that Build Back Better Act, and can you give us a brief overview of what that's all about, please?
Yes, the Build Back Better Act is the second half of the Infrastructure Act that Congress had to, actually the House had to pull apart into a hard infrastructure bill, which is the one that just passed a couple weeks ago, and the Build Back Better Act, which is more of a social infrastructure bill. The social infrastructure bill is looking to bring in some minimum incomes for certain individuals. It wants to make the increased child tax credit permanent. It is looking at and I'm trying to think if this one, which bill this was in, but broadband for rural areas, which has always been a big issue. And some other types of things, first 2 years of community college to be free, expanded child care, and a couple of other things. And what they're looking to do to pay for that is trying to raise taxes on corporations, and also, like I had said earlier, the 1031 exchanges, changing the way step up in basis is when somebody passes away, and capital gains as well.
Awesome. All right, Kimberly, why don't you tell us how people can get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of us either via our website, which is fruscianaccounting.com, or give us a call at 775-298-2505. And we will be more than happy to give a half-hour complimentary consultation for anyone who wants to think about working with a CPA. And if after that you want to work with us, we're excited.
Awesome. So if you're looking for a great CPA, give Kimberly a call. And if you're looking for a referral group that thinks outside the box and still is highlighting its members by putting videos like this on the internet, give us a call here at Trucking Meadows Networking, 775-772-5895. Thanks, and have a great week. We'll see you next week.